Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that is an indication that James can actually be loved and appreciated without saying a single word. They were not giving me a chance to even speak until they were comfortable with that. James can speak. Thank you so much, Mr. James. We don't take your time for granted. Thank you for respecting our time, our invitation to make us learn what exactly we need to know. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Edmond, for such a generous introduction. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, OQATA. OQATA, OQATA. OQATA, OQATA. It's an honor to be here today to really pass on my knowledge in MLM to you. I really hope that I impact someone's life today and choose so they can choose to redesign their business and do it even better. Okay. Today I'm not going to really kulanda ganyo. I'm going to hit the nail just on what on the top. You get the point. So my name is James. Those seeing me for the very first time, can I see you by show of hands? It's your first time to see me on this platform. even you, Sheila. I've been with you in the office, surely. Sheila and Halima have come to see the business presentation. Mr. Magezi, Sheila and Halima were invited by Madam Jennifer, the lady that I'm working with, and she's really doing well already. Yes. So, thank you. By the way, Madam Jennifer, I sponsored Madam Jennifer. Where's Madam Jennifer? Very, that lady, Madam Jennifer was brought by our COO, Mr. Magezi, and I told Mr. Magezi, give me a spillover. And Mr. Magezi gave me a spillover of Madam Jennifer, and I'm working with her, and she's my latest recruit on the team. She's doing well. We have been presenting to our people. Even today, I've presented to our guests. And she's very dynamic. And just watch out for Madam Jennifer. Okay? So today we are going to learn. Those seeing me for your very first time. My name is James Sebugala. I've been doing network marketing for the last 8 years in a row. No breaks, no time off, full time, overtime, and extra time. And I intend to do this up to my last breath. When I get old and you can no longer see me physically, I believe there will be a YouTube channel. You'll follow my trainings on YouTube. Okay? But today you have me, and you're going to learn about keeping your motivational levels what? High. Very important. Is the motivation important?
Yes.
Why? Yes. Why is motivation important?
Yes, momentum.
It creates what? Momentum. You know the point. And the bit about motivation, is it beauty or bad thing about momentum? The bad thing about momentum is like bad thing. You cannot say, I showered in the morning, so in the evening I will not shower. If by mistake you don't shower in the evening, next morning you have to do what? Whether you like it or not. You get the point. That is how motivation is. It's good that it's important that you fuel your motivation every single day. Or else, when you lose your motivation, your performance declines, and if subsequently your results do what? Decline. You get the point? Madam Rina, you joining us for the training? Happy to see you, Madam Rina, in the training. Even Madam Rina is also one of my latest sign-ups in the business. I am her upline. Yesterday, she gave me a name list, and you're working well. So you're saying motivation is that inner drive to move. Is that inner drive to move towards all our way? No. Is that inner drive to move you towards all our way from what? From something. You get the point? We are saying the secret of the most successful people is they can stay motivated over a long period of what? Time. They have that kind of inner drive. The question could be, what is your inner drive? What drives you every single morning to wake up and push for another extra what? Extra day. We are saying, they stay motivated, they stay activated, they stay inspired, and also moving no matter what happens to them. Motivating yourself is one of the main things that sets high achievers apart from the what? From the rest. Though it is hard to set yourself apart from the what? From the rest. But when you are motivated, you're going to find yourself performing better than one who is not motivated. You get the point? Because every single morning, there could always be reasons for you to give up. Don't so? There could be reasons to slow down. waliwo wobeeranga tokiwulira. You understand? Have you ever been in a situation, then you are trying to push on, and you're trying to be resilient, then something comes up, as a voice inside of you comes and tells you, yeah, ofachi. Anyone? Because the problem is, immediately you switch on the yeah ofachi button. Yeah? That's the time you use it completely. There is nothing you are going to push for now. There is nothing that is pushing you. You have lost the burning desire to push yourself to achieving your what? Your goals. You understand? You have lost the burning desire towards your purpose. You understand? This always happens. Sometimes we're saying, unfortunately, using your motivation is what? Self-fulfilling. But again, the less motivation you have, the what? The worse it gets. You've been calling people, and then you're making phone calls, inviting people, but then everyone you're inviting is telling you, I am not interested. Then on the sixth phone call, you say, yeah, Mfachi. Then you turn on the yeah, Mfachi button, you understand? Then when you turn on the yeah, Mfachi button, you remain comfortable. You say, Sigenda Zikuba. Immediately, right after doing that, you feel fulfilled because you feel you're okay. But again, you are saying the longer you stay in that position, of losing momentum, the worse you do what? The worse you become. You get the point? So it is important that every single time you wake up in the morning, every single time you do what you do, you get the right purpose as to why you're doing it. Let me give an example. It's going to come in subsequent explanations, but let me give the example now before I forget it. You see our upline, our CEO, Sir Elias Mohoz. You see our CEO, Sir Elias Mohoz, right? Was he making money in network marketing? Had he achieved it in network marketing? In 2019, that is the year they did not recognize the top 20 earners of Alliance in the whole of the world. Rumor has it that time Mr. Elias Mohoz had become top what? Top number 1 worldwide. Kata Philippe ne bagamba tugamba tuki abantu baffe kyomuddugavu akoze eki akikubye. That is the only year in the recognition of the whole company. That is the only year they interact the top 20. You get the point? But you see, when you sit with him on a closer talk, he says, I had made the money. Yes, in the meeting, command, then he goes away. He had really hit it so much. You get the point? And he was not kind of phase of plateau. You know, he needed something to motivate him further. So sometimes lack of motivation comes from achievements so big that make you feel but also lack of motivation could come from failing to hit what you said you wanted to achieve. So it is important that when maybe hit one goal, set another one that challenges you. You could even ask yourself a question. Why could an advocate of the High Court, a senior lawyer, a senior manager from NSSF be studied in a network marketing class? You get the point? The motivation he has must be greater than even just money. You get the point? Because if it's the money, if you read Mr. Magazine's profile, one time he sent me his profile and I told him, man, I've been watching you around. I thought you were just ordinary. You man, you're big. You get the point? Profile is so big. A person like Mr. Magazine can choose to slow down on achievement. He can lack motivation if he doesn't set another dream so big to challenge him. You get the point? Naye ebiseera ebisinga bwe twesindika okwachivinga etwagala kyangu nnyo okugamba bino byenkola lwaki seekomerako wano. You get the point? You get comfortable, and when you get comfortable you lack motivation to push on, and the worse you lose the motivation, the more you stay without motivation, the more it does what? The more it becomes worse. You're saying that when you feel that your motivation is low, you need to put yourself together as fast as possible and do the following things. You get the point? And the first one is what? Be realistic. Sometimes the reason that's why we fail to stay motivated is because we are not realistic. You have been in a life of self-denial. You get the point? What you're saying you are is not what is not what exactly you are. It has happened to me sometime. You get the point? It has happened to me sometime where I have gone to Java's to have an expensive meal, yet I know in me that when I pay this other 41,000 for breakfast, I must dodge lunch because I can't do two of the meals. You get the point? You get the point? So you're saying when you are losing motivation, Be realistic yourself. Lack of motivation can sometimes happen when you doubt your ability in achieving your goals. Maybe you are demanding too much of yourself, or look at your current goals. Is it realistic enough? Is it your own? You know the point? Sometimes olemoka kirizamu emotoka ojagala netokiriza mbo sojikola ki chikusigadde mu mutima. That is what you want, but you're saying let me not attempt. You get the point? Sometimes I challenge people who sit in my car. I give them lifts. I ask them, what car do you want to drive? They tell me, I want to drive a Mercedes Benz like what? Like yours. I ask them, okay, turn on for me the wipes of a Mercedes Benz. And they don't know where the wipes are. Turn on for me the lights of the Mercedes Benz. They don't know where the lights are. Sometimes I have a tendency, I put on, I drive full AC all the time. Then yesterday I was driving, a lady, she told me, she was my guest, Nangamba, Kende Zakuchi. Because Nemugamba, one Gambia Ravaga Benz, what you didn't hear. Tomani, the SCA Benz wedi. Naninga Mugamba, Tosobola Kuvuga Benzi. Ngatoje Gombia Yona. You get the point? Otherwise, SCA Benz, all in natural gonna gigango guze Benz, talking a gula Benz.
Wow.
You get the point? You're waiting to sit in the Mercedes Benz to know its comfortability. You're not going to buy the Mercedes Benz. First thing is, you must go and read about the Mercedes Benz, understand the difference between the Mercedes Benz and Toyota, look at the engine capacities, nowhere, like Toyota, then you set yourself straight to that goal, so focus because you know what you're focusing on. Sometimes, why we lack motivation is because we even don't know what goals we want to achieve. You get the point? You want to drive a car? Yes. But then, how much attached are you to that what? To that goal. But most importantly, ask yourself a question. Sometimes we don't believe in our abilities, that is one. But also we're saying sometimes we demand too much from our what? Ourselves. Dear champions of OQATA, I want to implore you. Yes, all goals are going to be achieved, but I'm telling you, all goals are going to be achieved step by what? Step by step. Sometimes you demand so much of yourself, and that makes you lose motivation. That is demanding so much of yourself. The question is, do you already know how to do a one-on-one? Can the one-on-one be your first goal? So that you can now have the capacity to present to someone and they join. You want to sign 10 people. How? Yet you cannot even present. Your upline is still presenting to you. Let your goal first be, let me bring 20 guests to my upline this week. Maybe that is where the sign-ups will come from. Get the point? I have a champion of mine called Jennifer. I'll talk about you and I know you're not going to catch emotions. If you find yourself in what you call emotional immaturity. They are to the have I told you about the Bikaya Magazibina? Intelligence quotient. You get the point? Intelligence quotient, IQ. That is the ability to remember things. You get the point? In that way, when the Bazunga just left, everyone was hiring somebody who could remember. You get the point? You know, don't look at me like a movie. Write these things. Get the point? Write these things. Intelligence quotient. Mr. Hakim, this meant that anyone that could remember history was a good person, was bright. That is why intelligence quotient had been the measure of smartness in our high schools. Omwana jukida history. Namukuraming na namuteka mu kibuuzo oye mugezi w'essomero. But ekisende twabayitaga babasha. You a basha. Basoma ku academic assembly. You get the point? Intelligent what? Quotient. You get the point? Now yeah, the bad thing now in our era, intelligence quotient is no longer very important and useful. You get the point? See, do you know why? Because these days, whatever you want to remember, there is a platform for us to remember it. Whatever you forget, you ask Google. If you don't know the minister in charge, I didn't know that there is a ministry for. There's a ministry for. It is my downline that challenged me. A ministry for what? But I had never heard about it. In my P4, I knew all the cabinets on my fingertips. I was check it. Minister Banji, you go and ask Google. You get the point. Whatever you forget to ask, that means okujjukira nnyo ebintu tekyana na mulamu. It's no longer very important. You get the point? Then there is a second kind of wisdom or knowledge. It's called what? The second one is called what? Social quotient. Tell me about social quotient. Your ability to make friends and keep them over a long period of time. When you find a gentleman that is 40 years, and then their best friend, no mugamba, or no best friend, I have known him for 5 years. Do you have any friends that you have been with for 30 years and that friend is not there? That simply means that person has a low social quotient. You get the point? That he does not keep friends for a very long period of what? Time. Because of different reasons. There is a person I know that is 24 years and they have a friend they have been with for the last 24 years. That one has a high social what? Quotient. In this kind of generation, social quotient is very important because it determines your social capital. It determines your connection, which is very important in this era. And also, the third one is what you call a diversity quotient. You guys know a diversity quotient. Very important in this era. Have you seen rich men owning buildings but again killing themselves? Nga mugagga naye nga yakoze eki yesse nemubuuza lwaki yesse nti banka yabadde etwala ekizimbe ekyennansana. Oyo mugagga aba alina low adversity quotient because adversity quotient is the ability to go through adversity without breaking. Noyita mu bizibu nebitakola ki nebitakumalaawo. Kati omugagga ow'ennansana ayesse because banka yabadde etwala ekizimbe kye. Nze omuntu alina high adversity quotient neba neebuuza kale gwe weesiimye obadde n'ekizimbe banka kyekola ki kyetwala ate nze atakizimba nkole ki nkole etya. You get the point? So the problem is not the bank taking the building, but the problem is this rich man has a low adversity quotient. Very many networkers quit network marketing not because the business is not working, but because they have low adversity quotient. Can you imagine? I called 5 guests, no one came. That is why he's moody. That is why he's there. That is why he wants to leave the business. That guy has low adversity quotient. I even don't have transport to come tomorrow. Tell you what, as you are saying you don't have transport to come tomorrow, landlord chests you out of the house. What is happening to another person? Landlord yamugobye na kwata kafalisoke na agenda mutwaluge na pangsachi lodge muyebaka. You get the point? Then in the morning they come with a suit, they walk, they footwork, and they make phone calls excited. Same problems, same challenges, but one person is raising out of the challenges, another is subsidizing in the challenges. You get the point? The difference is what? Not the challenges. The difference is what? A diversity quotient. For you to win big in business, you must have a high adversity quotient. Yasubula obuteteeyi bw'abagole omanyi obuteteeyi bw'abaana buno bwa Christmas ne Christmas tree container ye neetuuka mu January nga Christmas ekoze ki ewedde nga Christmas ewedde the container has just come and then it is go back to school ebitunda bilala. You understand? So there's a banker, that person had all reasons to quit trade. You know what the guy did? Yapangisa warehouse omwaka mulamba n'ateekamu emaali eyo nagenda mu bank era he borrowed more money, then natika container y'amasaati ga white because gigatunda mu January, school uniforms and everything. The guy made money in January and was waiting for December next year. Another person, imagine okusobola kuzibu. Adversity quotient is always the difference. For you to win big in any business model, you're going to have a high adversity what? Quotient. Because challenges are going to be there. When I'm doing business, I'm doing a presentation, I sometimes make it clear that this is not going to be a walk in the park. But then the reason as why it has too much money, it is because there is much that you're going to basically do what? Have to withstand. Okay, Bagamba, don't make noise about our money. You go and tell Jadia to sit you down and she tells you what she has gone through in the last 3 months to make the 24 million. You realize that she deserves it. Let's take it, the adversity quotient. Then the last one that I was talking about is called what? Emotional quotient. The ability not to let emotions affect your sense of judgment or performance. High school. Why is Shamira not coming to the DH to eat food? Nange, the boyfriend dumped her. Low emotional quotient. Omukazi yesse, omusajja agala konfufu. Omusajja atemudde abaana be basatu naye neewe obutwa kubanga omukazi yamuleseewo. Bakuzaala naye wamufuna ku myaka 3. You lived 30 years without her. Now you're killing yourself. Let me tell you something. Me, I don't suffer emotional quotient. I don't suffer emotions because I have a high emotional quotient. They're not checking it out. In 2017, I lost my father. On the second training, it's okay. It's okay. But after 10, I'll stop. When I come here, you get the point. And don't tell the CEO. The CEO is around. My boss is around, so he will know what happened as to why I stopped the training in the middle. But I'm saying, in 2017, I lost my father on Valentine's Day. My father was not sick, no pressure, no nothing. He was able. He was only 43 years. He had begun making his money. Mchikubao nganso zikwata. Tiyazina muntandi kwa ntanzo zikwata. Chegede ngaguza makeche bandonga wetu wera. Chegede. Nga story lijemba nyumiza. Eyokubona abona agenda agikola ki agivamu nga yakwata ku sente. Ofuna. Muzeyi munange ne mulaba. I met my father on Tuesday. No, I met my father on Saturday. Then he died on Tuesday. It was Valentine. It was the 14th of February. I was cutting my hair in one day. Also in inside the my training center was, I had a training center at that building up there. So that building called UED Cell Towers. HD. That is where my office was. So I was supposed to close the OPP at midday, usual time. The man the closing OPP had an evening date, Valentine. You get the point? The man who is a food day. Nze closing OPP. Vama musalo ni zera kuidi Towers. Nsanga bona banyogoze. Balinga yanso bitegera. Hey, it's a pity upline it's a pity. Me I know, but I was there. You get the point? So let's cancel the OPP. Gambo yali ku stage aveko. Ibintu bikomo umse upline afi wata hata we. Ngoga mwebichiwe mugwegera. Twayisa abagenyi. Muda mweyo bimugudi ya food day. Get the point? Nze namuse obange namuzukiza. Yes, he's my father, but I don't raise the dead. You get the point? I told them, call me on stage now. Call me on stage what? Now. Put my story now. No PowerPoint. I closed the meeting with enthusiasm. I even did another call. I used the emotions to close the meeting. Today, he's deceased. I've just received a phone call that the man has done what? Died. Let's have a moment of silence. Let's do what? I could not cancel my appointment with you guys because Baba Deba Kozechi, Bampi said that is why I am here. But nevertheless, tumusabire moyo gwo mugenzi. Naye njagala abantu abali serious. Nawe kirizamu. Bichi. Ngobudde bwange buno bwendi wano. Togenda bonona. Njagala nje mu maaso tandike business. Do you know what happened? Even on the day my father died, I used that as the close. They came to stage, they paid. That's why I made 1 million. Emotional quotient so high. Amaziga gajja luvanyumanga mazokola money. Nasebo, omuso musanga obadechi jaja wange. Nze jaja wange nnyo, you get the point. Yafudde manyimba week 3 emabega tajja ku OPP takola acha mu kiyongobero. Emotional quotient is low. Siganye mto kungubaga naye ngamba dekate kungubaga kuleme kwerabiza bintu bya mugaso mu bulamu bwo. Get the point. Emotional quotient. Tuvudde yeyo. Tuesday one. Tugambi tutya? That sometimes you demand so much of your what? And makes you lose what? Motivation. Begin with the baby what? Steps. You get the point? Don't dream of signing 20 people in a what? In a week. Dream of making your first one-on-one perfectly well. You get the point? Don't dream of becoming a better speaker in overnight. Dream of making yourself used to reading one chapter in a book every day. Or listening to one good speaker every day. You get the point? Mpola, baby steps. But also you're saying, look at your current goals. Are they realistic? Are they your own? When someone talks about a Mercedes Benz, that is not you. You get the point? That is not your vibe. You get the point? Me, no one can ever motivate me. I don't know, maybe in the future, but when you see me dreaming like that, just know that it's not my goal. I borrowed someone else's. Always, when I'm in moto, my understanding of a family home, nganja nzimbe kalina yange jizimbe kweka meka satu. Era nze nali segoma nako muntu asula munyonyo muki mukalina munyonyo. Egere nze nga chenjagala waka wange njalambe nga wali enkoko zibika amajinga ngalya wali bakamente somewhere nganjirya nenga nyumba yange ya mulembe nnyo. You get that is my idea. You get the point? So you cannot find me copying Mr. Elias's dream of staying in Muyenga. But one Mr. Elias, sometimes I go and I don't even want to leave. You get the point? But I go back home and I remind myself that the saga Sula Muchibuga. Check it. These kinds of the good thing Mr. Sudi is helping us, and I think Mr. Elias will also help us in these areas. They're developing what you call these small livings, Tagora living. Nti oboye n'ennyumba y'omukyalo nga gy'obeera Sheged James ng'agala obeera mukyalo eyo nga wanene wagazi osogamba kanfuneyo weesula mu kibuga ng'okeera n'okola ku weekend odayo mu kyalo. You get the point? Something like that. Kanaawe weebuze ekibuuzo, dream joiner yiyo oba oli mukolotera muntu mulala. Sometimes we lose motivation because the goals we have are just copied goals. It is not the size of your goal that motivates you. It is about how the goal makes you feel. Makes you what? Whatever you're saying you want to achieve, why do you want to achieve it anyway? What will happen to you when you achieve it? You get the point? Will it be significant? Or you will be the same person anyway? You get the point? Something like, will it make you feel different? And also, remember your why and your why not. Very important in keeping your motivation. Set goals and make them very specific in your get there. Your why are the rewards you will get when you hit your goals. You get the point? That's why. You get the point? You want to drive a car. Why? You get the point? You want to make 10 million shillings per day. Why? You get the point? What your guys call? What will change after making the 10 million? You get the point? If you don't have a clear why, you may make the money and the money may drive you insane. You get the point? Have you seen people who be broke and they are humble? Then when they get the money, they love more women, they drink more beer, because they don't have purpose-driven whys. You get the point? Knowing both your why and your why not determines how you will go after your goals. So many people are working without clear specific goals. We don't get burnt out from work. We burn out because we aren't actively in touch with our goals as we work. Check it. I'm burning out already. No, we don't get burnt out, but we burn out because bitukola to be in line is what you're basically striving for. You get the point? Sometimes I challenge my downlines, ask them a question. Okay, you are here with us in the morning, but why did you come? What's the college? Okay, you're saying upline, I'm going away at 5 p.m. already. I asked them a question. What have you done the time you have been here? Yes, na ye teacher okoze. You understand? Otherwise, if you don't supervise that, it's easier to find yourself waking up in the morning, coming and going back because it's a culture for the sale. But before you march out of that door to go back home, sit down with yourself, because sometimes these evaluation meetings even become very useless if you're not very aligned to the goals. I was in Mbara, then a team sat me down. They bought me, took me to an expensive restaurant, Baguma. I ate their food. After eating their food, they told me, apply. And then every day we do evaluation. We are evaluating, but people are not growing, people are not joining. I told them, why are you evaluating? Bring me your previous week's evaluation. And all the week, people are getting zeros in the evaluation. How many guests? Zero. How many posts on Facebook? Zero. How many people sold? Zero. How many trainings? Zero. Even tomorrow? Zero. So I told them, even today you want to evaluate. You are the upline, you sat in the sale, you know it very well that Mr. maybe Sebuma did not have a guest. So sitting with him in the cell and again asking him, how many guests did you have? You were there, you were sure that he had none. You get the point? You don't want him to repeat what you already know. You get the point? And I told them, stop supervising results. You're going to get zeros all over. Go back and begin supervising processes and systems. I gotta get there. When you supervise processes and systems, the results automatically do what? Change. You get the point? When you supervise those wise, what you want to yaze, have they done something about why they came before they go back home? That is supervising process and systems, not results. You understand? Are we together? And also, we are saying, work with the goal card, very important. Mr. Elias is also a very good advocate of this one. It is recommended that we go through our goal card twice a day, at night before we sleep and in the morning as we wake up. This is the only sure way to always know, remember, and also keep your why at heart all the time. If your why does not speak to your heart, it won't motivate you to stay on track. The why is bigger than the money. You understand? The why is bigger than the car. The why is bigger than that big team. You get the point? when you go to sleep with your next day planned out, you will sleep better and be determined to wake up. You get the point with determination. You know that? The reason why sometimes you go to bed and wake up in the morning and you feel like you don't have to come to work is because you don't have a schedule for the next morning. You get the point? Let me go back to Jennifer again. Yesterday, Jennifer called me and told me, applying tomorrow in the morning, I have 3 guests. I told her what time. She told me in the morning around 9. I told her, you will not get me at 9 because at 9 I'll be doing a training. She told me, I want them, no, they will be in the training. I told them, no, they are guests. They can't be in the training before we talk. They said, what do you advise? And I told them, you are either going to come in the training, then they come at midday, or you're going to come at 7:30. We present to the guests. So by the time 9 comes, we have done their presentation already. You get the point? Tell you what, the first guest came here by 7:30. I also say, oh, Jennifer was here by already 8, but she was around here. And even as I say, Jennifer has never come at 8 at this office. She has never come. It was her first day. You know why? You know why? She slept with a what? A program. She slept with a planned morning. You get the point? If you want to win your morning, if you want to win your day, plan the day before it begins. In fact, end your day before it starts. It's always not easy to give me another program in the day. No, Mr. James, jangwene kansanga or representation. Toso ba chinga mbakati because no time niko ona kunganti manyi kusaba west ndabagondi, kusaba west ndabagondi, kusaba west nkola chino. I know my day, how it's going to end. I know my program already. You get the point? I cannot choose to wake up at 9 because I have to do a presentation with Jennifer at what? At 7:30. Get the point? Something like that. So plan out your day and make sure that kind of plan motivates you to do what? To win the next morning. Beginning today with constructive me time, which will also keep you motivated high, motivation high. Your day centered around achieving what? It will give you good motivation with that day centered around achieving your goals. You get the point? Constructive me time. What is me time? What is me time? Me time. Do you know what me time is, my brother? Huh? What is me time, Mr. Chancha? Your own time, right? Sit down with yourself in a meeting with yourself. You are the chairman, you are the timekeeper, and you're the secretary. You understand? Tell yourself the reality of how you want your life to be. You get the point? Remind yourself of your core values and why you do what you do. Very important. You get the point? Why are you telling people to come? Okay, I'm the upline. Now I am home. Ask yourself a question. Why am I telling people to come for sale? Is it because they should learn and then they make more money? The ultimate goal. Sometimes I call my Cassell in the office and I just talk to them and I share with them how big I want our team to be. I share with them what we want our team to be known for. You get the point? I share with them what I call my mantra. You know what a mantra is? Mantra muchimacho tegeza. Beyond semester. You watch movies. Oh, film. It's okay to watch a movie, I think. It's okay. Yeah, I used to overdrink every weekend and I realized I was drinking all my cement. So I said, at first the motivation I told us, focus. Watching TV is bad. And we focused. I packed my TV in the box. For over 4 years I was not watching. But again, I had replaced watching TV with drinking beer. You get the point? And I was drinking all my cement. I said, no, I think I'm doing it wrong. So I went and I packed my TV, put it up on the wall, and I bought 2 flash discs. And every single Friday when I'm coming to work, I leave 1 flash disc at the what? Movie library. You understand? To get for me those classic new detective movies. So I can learn from them and I use some of that information to build my own network marketing business. You get the point? So kati wonku vile chilo kuromukaga sometimes. Ngantandi so kutaka ko seso wala kuja to so akumfuna. Rachi. All the ingredients, the products, I have to do a nange jalambele sure. Ndi waka nanko fine, ndi waka di mukusoma products, kusoma company mugamba ebintu obuli mubikola bobi. Mr. Yas yagamba master key after writing the name list. Yagamba put the name list to use. Now that's what he said. Go yagamba ko muno kola research ku products yita mu presentation. Oli mukola bibyo. Yagamba put it to use. Not gamba. What did this say? How did this say put it to use? Yatugamba you put a star on your first 20 candidates. Then you call them together, your uplines, and see them together. Your uplines you present to them. Then you see the next. Nemugamba kola akatabo chekagamba chapter getwasoma. Kwe kufuna mikwano je bana abazize. putting the name list to use. Abadde ali mukusoma products, ingredients. Abuka madala. Oshegedde. You get the point? Everything is easy. But you make it what? We make the business hard. You want to reinvent the wheel and do things your way. You get the point? Don't do it that way. So when you read those stories, you put yourself in that context, then it allows you to see your next what step, because you envision yourself, you envision your life in theirs. Ushegedde bakubantu abantu abamu mugenda musoma obutabo ne musoma stories okubona aboneza abantu abamu then muficho ziyigiramu ate ne weegumya. Ushegedde ne wakola ki? Toyina abantu batandise wiki bbiri ogamba Kasane Mysterious yamala omwezi mulamba n'ekitundu oli mukuchakala. Oshegedde Kasane zino esimye omwezi mulamba n'ekitundu sinakola ki? Sinagweza. The question is, yes, you are saying yamala omwezi mulamba n'ekitundu, but the question is, are you in the line of doing what he did after for him to get the results? Or you still want to get another 1 month and a half nga tolina ki na muntu atandika. Get the point? Avoid. Okay. You will get motivated by the massive barriers they had to overcome. And you're saying avoid people who affect you what? Who affect you negatively. Avoid those people. Negativity. Negativity. This one is the biggest killer of dreams of all seasons. It's the biggest killer of motivation. I'll tell you as a matter of fact, it happens everywhere in our circles. Negativity. Mr. Magezi, in our first leaders meet camp told us, I hope he's okay. I know he will be. He told us in the meeting, Yagamba, when he had just joined network marketing, because he was coming from former employment, corporate people, but now they are corporate high-end people. You know, the meetings he's holding and the friends he has, high regard. So when he began this network, when he co-founded OQATA WELLNESS SOLUTIONS, Kati Yesanganga is now a COO of a company with products. Yet sometimes society out there is negative about network marketing. Kati Yesanganga, you know, take a super focus status here. He told us in his first month, he could put the product on the status, and after putting there, then he has 3 reactions of people. Namugamba, hey, naye wayingidde ebintu ebyo. Kati nga kyakola, akakola ki? Akajjayo mangu. You can imagine. You can imagine how negativity was affecting the COO, even just about his own company. Like someone, you get the point. Like someone was making the CEO even lose confidence in the products he brought for us. You get the point. So don't joke. Whatever negativity, asika COO ku company yiye. What do you think negativity can do to you? A mere distributor. Too much. You get the point. So you keep away from negativity. If you can't keep away from negativity, then grow through negativity. You get the point. Omuntu agamba nti bintu byakya tebigenda kukola ogambe otyo eno yensonga lwaki ngenda bikola nnyo. Every single time when I was staying in Chebando, my father used to tell me every morning, Okozayo maker. That statement, Okozayo maker, almost made me quit network marketing. Man, I asked him, Nebwe mzee, wakula duka mchikubo, onakuwa yingira watalikila magoba, ndekanji gave into. Okozayo maker. My first goal when I joined network marketing was to leave home. Seemingly, I was a big man already. I was at the university already. But because I was still staying home, kati ngozuko gena kuduka mujja muse nga afuluma nga akwewesa emirimu sawa ko wali kutako wali privacy. He makes you busy because he doesn't want you to go to work, to go to train. You get the point. He almost made me quit the business. But imagine if I had really subsidized with negativity at home, I could miss driving a Mercedes Benz because I'm the one driving it at home. Otegede singa nabawuliza singa kati I could not inspire nations. You understand? So I had to just go through the negativity, but that one I could not avoid. I had to run away from it. You understand? Negative people are going to really, really decline and make you subsidize in what? In your child. And when you're doing badly, they will still not come to your what? To your rescue. You get the point. So focus negativity. Avoid negativity. Negativity can be even on the news. So get this. So watching this about TV and about film. You get the point. That kind of hope will make you think that the whole world is suffering, the country is poor. Check it. That's why they're not starting. Because you saw it on the news. People are signing people every day, even in school fees time. You are there, come massaging your what? Massaging the negativity that you basically got. It comes from family. Ate rejection ya family ruma. Oh. Muganda wanagamba singa bine ebintu bingira wanneebuuzizaako. Muganda we, you feel so hurt. Have I knocked someone's point? Singa wanneebuuzizaako. Omuyise, you excited, want to show them an opportunity. Then Jennifer janguwan. Wayingidde? Hey, naasudde. Wayingidde na mmeka? Milo nyane mito kinamu etano. Okay. Naye lwaki tewambuuzizza? Lwaki tewambuuzizza? Ozaako okyawo? Every time they asked me that question, lwaki tewambuuzizza? Mugamba n'okuyita saakuyita mu ntandikwa because I wanted to be 101% sure the thing is working before I call you. Now that I have called you, I know what I am saying. Because that was my response always. I was in 1 month. Naye mupya naye nga saakukiriza nti nno gwina okupa amagezi ate ku kintu kyenkuyitiddeko. Era bagamba nga ssebo saakubuuza sagamba ninja yasooka kasa nti bikola ndyoke nkuyite. Wenkuyitidde nga byenjogera mbitegeera toya kya bikolera. You can't cast me out of it. You get the point? Avoid negative point. But then remember, it's supposed to be what? Very important. Kano onookategeera ogenda kweyagala. Nze nkimanyi mu bulamu bwange naawe njagala okitegeere. Becoming wealthy is not easy. Tell it to your friend. Sheila, say it again to Jennifer and also Halima. Tell them becoming wealthy is not easy. You get the point? I always tell when I'm closing my meetings, I always say that any fool can make money. Any fool. Any fool can make money. You get the point? Abantu abali mutale bazukusekola ki? Sente siwe kiri bagenda kola ku sente siwe kiri asajja baboda bazukusekola. They're going to make money, right? The teachers in schools are going to make money, not so. Everyone can make money, but I'm talking about building wealth. Not any fool can build wealth. It is not going to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard so that it can differentiate the ones that are resilient and those that are supposed to what? To remain broke. You know the point? It's not ask yourself a question. In your hometown where you come from, or mu contact list zoina. Get out, you can even get out your phone. Then you can write for me 5 people in your phone that you know that are making 500,000 on a weekly basis. Weekly basis. You write them. So it's what over ina. Ela boina bomanyi bebali mu network marketing. Chegede. Ngoina abantu ngomanyi nti abantu bange batano bakola million buli mwezi. The point. Make matters worse. Write for me a person that you know in your team, in your phone contact that is making $1 million per day. That is not in MLM. You understand? Then write for me in your phone book. Abavuga motoka ewamwe n'abatavuga. Bali abasinga obungi. Abatavuga sibo kiri abazimbe Kampala n'abapangisayo wali abasinga obungi. Abapangisayo sibo kiri what about those who pay school fees in schools? About school fees $1 million, $2 million and above. And then those ones paying 500 and below. Who are the most in your families? 500 and below. So that's a clear signal that these things of wealth accumulation are not easy. So always remember, it is not going to be. It's supposed to be what? It's supposed to be hard anyway. You get the point? And that's what makes us who we are, because we are ready to face the hard. Our network marketing careers have been nothing short of amazing with stories to learn. I remember in 2021 when the business in Uganda was fading a little, I took a flight to Sierra Leone, West Africa, in Sierra Leone. I knew no one in Sierra Leone. All I had was a name list of people in Sierra Leone. It is far. Sierra Leone is far. I took 3 flights. I boarded from Entebbe airport at 2 a.m. I reached Addis Ababa towards morning at around 5. I boarded from Addis Ababa at 8 a.m. I reached, and Nendo's Amunongena took a mango because it was showing 3 hours. Little did I know that from Addis Ababa to Ghana, there is a time difference. Always sawa satu. Nentuka kushinyo ine chintama. Nentuke Ghana Accra. I boarded from Ghana to Sierra Leone. I natuke Sierra Leone. I sat down in that small hotel room and asked myself one question. James Mazimadala. I mean, check how far you are. How far? That Ofachi, you know the point. It came, that button was there. Lighting red like this, Ofachi. I almost pressed it to cancel a trip and come back home because I was far away from family. Everything was happening. Eating what I don't want to eat. They don't even have nice food already. Check it, but breakfast, lunch, supper. I was already tired. Ofachi. But I said, no, I cannot press this button. The stories of champions that you know are written from adversity. In 2018, today I have a team. Today I have a big team in Zambia. Get the point? It is growing swiftly in Zambia. But then, For me to have that team in Zambia, one day in 2017, on the 23rd of December, 22nd, where everyone was going for Christmas holidays, I was on a bus. Nali sina sente zinyanyonyi. Nali ku bus. Nga ninye bus nzikirira Zambia. Namala ku bus na kunya 4 days on a bus. I had gone to build business that side. Oli ku bus na kunya toli online, oli mu transit. Tona aba bulungi, mwesima na wipes. Muna bus mu stoppinga, ne mwesima ne muda mu kimodoka. 4 days going to Lusaka. To build what? Business. Nentuke Lusaka, I was offline. Nendo kuda online nganguzela ini. I turned on that and I realized that my uncle, the one that follows my father, who had died in what? In February. Now to December, he had also died. About one Christmas, their families. I reached Lusaka on Christmas Day in the evening. Christmas was on the bus. But tell you what? When I think about the money, when I think about the cars, when I think about the future of my family and children, I say it is worth it. Kanzikire Lusaka. Because in Chimanyi, tebigenda kwa byangu. In Chimanyi, oyali mukuyonko ya Christmas. Nange, tuyino kwa okana because I am paying my price now. I built a team in Zambia. I made some money. But that basis of that trip, I am thinking, I still believe strongly that that trip I took in 2017 when I was not sure is the basis of the business I have today in OQATA in Zambia. Because had I not gone there, how could I ever known those? How could I ever have known those guys? Nani bategede dewa. Ushagede. Laba. Na ngindo za sijifunyemu kala wawenji koze echi. Taba wenji funyemu. You get the point. Tebigenda kwa byangu. Today, yesterday Jadia Lukwago. You are applying. At 8 p.m. in the night, I was still in the office doing a presentation. She said, wish us luck. We have set off. We are flying. We have gone. They have gone to Goma. They have gone to everywhere. When they write their paychecks for Gambe, they are lucky. No, they are paying the price because they understood this assignment. They understood that it's not going to be what? It is just doable. Na ye, in Songa Jobugaga, but the industry na Jokolachi, Yolonda. No, let me go and talk to Daddy Muhire. You go and talk to Daddy Muhire. Let him tell you. Daddy Muhire, okay, I don't know, but is it official? It's not official. Daddy Muhire is doing network marketing, not to buy a car. You know that, right? He's doing network marketing, not to build a house. You guys know that, right? He has a very beautiful home in Kansanga. He's doing network marketing, not to put up investments. He really owns very many hostels around Kansanga. At least I know that, you know for sure. But again, that could use a story. We ba subulanga eseye biti musabi amagendo we ba subulanga Congo that transporter business. Let him tell you that journey. Let him tell you, many of you, if you take him back that time, you will not survive in that business. It's not going to be easy. So you don't record this, okay? You're editing. You edit this out. How many of you know the president of Uganda? You know the president of Uganda? You know the president of Uganda?